name is Joe Martin, defensive coordinator, inside linebackers, and recruiting coordinator at Mansfield Legacy High School here in Mansfield, Texas. I was just south of Arlington. I just finished my second year as a defense coordinator, fourth year total at Legacy High School.
My name is Barry Brown. I'm going into my second year at Dublin High School. I'm the receivers and kickers coach at Dublin High School. I played football for 4 years at Georgia State University as a kicker. That's about it. Play of the ball game, we're going to go unbalanced. One, to see how they align to it, and so we're going to get that, and then so we're going to be able to kind of keep that in our minds of how they align to it. Then we're going to go with a jet sweep to the strong side, kind of see how we go with that, kind of set the tone with a little bit of a speed sweep to start the game and see if we can kind of gain the edge. And if we can, we probably going to run it a few more times till they stop it. See, we're going to, being a receivers coach, I'll start there. We're going to push track that safety in the two shell. We got our fullback out here who is offset over our tackle. He's going to lead out and kick out. Our front side guard is going to pull and lead around the edge. Wing back is going to reach that overhang linebacker. Tight end is going to, I guess you could say that's a sort of a scoop block, but it's really trying to seal the edge or seal the linebacker, the inside linebacker. Then the tight end is going to reach, man on, the 5 technique. Center is going to try to scoop really hard and heavy through that 2 technique. Backside guard is going to scoop heavy through the center's guy, the weak shade, and then backside tackle is just going to try to do something. And we're going to go into speed motion, so jet motion. All right.
Our quarter principles, we're going to really play a match man on all these guys. So we're all going to have a key. So each safety is going to be key in one of those 2 wingbacks. Versus a team that does not throw the ball very much and likes to crack, we're going to press that corner to try and get them out of cracking our safety. And we'll also bring that safety down to probably 7, maybe 8 at the most. But he'll be tight to the line of scrimmage. He knows he's got to be a run first player, especially against a team like this. The way we teach our inside linebackers, so we bump the center over 1. So now our new guards are who the ends are lining up over. Our 3 techniques, as we call them. You can call them a shade and a 5. Really, they're going to attack the shoulder of that guard and play through them through their big gaps. The both inside linebackers are going to key their guard. So when the guy pulls, so they're going to key the guard center triangle. So guard or center pulls, they're going with it and they're scraping over the top as best they can. When that guy comes in motion, that backside safety is coming with us. He's pretty much man on him. So we're really playing a zero concept against something like this. So the way we look at it with that unbalanced, I know that guy's not eligible on the backside, but we're going to bump the line and play him as if he is eligible for run fit purposes. And so really we play what we call a combo technique on we think that's a tight end wing. And so as soon as that guy starts going motion, now he is a safety's man. The corner's now technically man on the tight end there, and he ends up being a B gap. I guess that's a B gap there. We would consider it a C gap based on how we bumped our front. On the backside, as that guy goes in motion, he's gonna that corner will bump into almost head up on that tight end to take that C gap or B gap, however you want to see that. With that, we're going to expect the safety that you're expecting to push to crack to be the force player there. To go and force the ball off the we call it fullback.
Yeah, fullback of the one leading to kick out the corner is technically our fullback.
Yeah, so we're gonna count on him to force the ball hard and fast, and our backside safety run with that fly sweep guy to be our free player. Obviously, we're hoping that with the puller that our guard doesn't get comboed by the tackle or tight end, whoever that is. He can get over the top too, and also be a free hitter. He's pretty much playing cover zero on our wings there. So I guess one thing that we have done in the past against triple teams where I know it's not the same, but it's I feel like that maybe how the linemen block the pad level and the intensity of how the linemen block in this is similar to triple teams. So what we've done is last year we had really small, not really small, but smaller interior defensive linemen. So we worked games where we'd spike our both three techniques in the A gaps and let our linebackers scrape over the top. We'd also in Texas we can cut anywhere, so we'll just go and cut both the guards at the snap of the ball to try and create a pile and cause some disruption. In terms of blitzing, I don't like blitzing against offenses like this just because it's usually gonna hit so quick that you could get lucky and you could blitz into exactly where they're going to go, but more often than not, you're not going to, and you're going to be short a gap somewhere.
Here's kind of a midline play out of the pistol, or a kind of an inverse midline play. All right, so our quarterback is going to read and ride really hard. He's going to read this shade nose, and he's going to ride it pretty long enough for the shade nose to commit, or which is technically his defensive end. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. So it'll be his defensive end, which is going to make it kind of difficult on us because he's kind of an athlete if he's an end, I would assume. But what we got are, so if it's a give read, the fullback is going to kind of take it into this B gap right here, the weak side B gap. All right, and if it's a keep read, the quarterback is going to take it straight up the mid, or not. It won't end up being the midline because he's riding it for so long, but he's going to take it straight up. All right. So we got I'll start from left to right this time. So our left side wingback is going to be leading up through the hole and striking the first thing on the left side or down the middle. All right. Our left tackle is going to be base blocking out. Our left guard is going to be blocking, I guess you could say blocking down to the first guard, to the first linebacker inside of him. The center is going to block down to the two technique. The right guard is going to block, I guess you could say, down on this play to the, let's say, I guess you could call that the second guard from the center. That's how we can talk about that now. And then we got right tackle is going to turn out, right tight end is going to go find work. The wingback and the receiver also just going to try to go find work, just try to cut off the strong side defenders. So it's 3rd and 11, so we're going to kind of need to make something happen through the air. We have gained 11 yards on 3rd down with some run plays in the past, but I'm pretty confident old Coach Martin is going to let that happen. All right. So what we got, we're gonna run a kind of a dummy motion because we got a few plays where a few passing plays where we have this speed motion and we don't really fake it to him. We just He goes past the quarterback without any kind of play fake, and it looks like a play that we run. So hopefully the defense is going to bump to that motion and roll down to it. So what we got here, sorry, coach, I should have. We are going to roll that quarterback out. All right. So he's going to be on the run. All right. So what we got, he's going to be on a kind of a speed rollout motion. All right. So I'll start left to right. So we got a tight end here. He's going to run about a 8-yard crossing route and try to run right under the linebackers. And that crossing route, we want it to kind of gain yardage as he goes. So once he gets past the second inside linebacker, he's getting to about 8 or 9 yards. All right. So then what we have on the front side, we have our wing back is going to run a flat route, and it's just a simple curl flat concept. So obviously we want to try to hit the curl, which we got him going to about 12 to 13 yards and sitting down there. So he's going to try to get to the sticks, and hopefully if they're rolling to that motion, they might go into some kind of a deep third coverage, and we all know that's pretty good against a curl. So if the linebacker is going to go break on that curl route, I want my quarterback's eyes to go to the crossing route to see what he's got there, and then if he doesn't have anything there, he's going to have to bump it and check it down to the flats.
What we'll do, and again, against a team like y'all, it'd be scary still on 3rd and 11 to call anything like this, but because we've given up traps for third and 12, gave a trap play for 50. So, anyways, so we'll go. So we usually like to bring the pressure from one side, try and bring 4 to a side. This one we'll bring the outside linebacker on the left side, on my left side as I look at it. We'll blitz peel to the running back side, so the running back comes out his side, he'll peel with him. Or if that guy came back in motion, like you said, he would take anything that came back to him. Up front, we'd stun our end on that same side to the B gap. We pre-snap, walk our inside linebacker to that side up to that guard, to stand up over the top of that guard to make them declare their protection that direction. And then we just run a simple Tom stun or Tim stun, whatever. Probably Tim stun because he's a linebacker. So that inside or that nose guard would take a hard step to that A gap and penetrate upfield through the inside shoulder of the guard. The linebacker to hit to the side he's stunned to will take 2 steps up and then wrap as tight as he can. Behind him, you can see there's a 1 there for the nose guard going first. The 2 is for the linebacker going second. His pass rush lane is really the other A gap, but I draw it like that because I want to emphasize how tight he is to that side. If that guard on their side does block down, they full slide or they half slide or whatever, to him, he's going to cross his face and end up rushing the B gap if that does happen. So coverage wise, anytime we got a nub tight end like that, we're going to go man up for that corner. Let the linebacker be the force outside, and that corner be the C gap player, and the man on the tight end. So that tight end runs across the field. That corner is going to take him all the way. On the other side, we're going to play kind of I don't want to use it. We call it bastardized coverage. I don't know if that can go on your website there. But it's kind of that's the best word I have for it. I don't know what it's called. So we're still gonna play our quarters coverage, our read or palms out on the outside out there on those 2 receivers, and that backside safety. I got him listed as a strong safety standing over the ball at 10. He's playing man on that wing, shouldn't say man. He's playing. If that wing goes back across the formation or goes vertical down the field, he has a man-to-man. If that wing goes out to the flat, like I think you had him doing, he's going to run right to the outside linebacker right there who would take him all the way to the flat, win, and actually, so when that it was that number 2 receiver going in motion, correct?
Yes.
So when he starts to fly in motion across the field, we'll check to we call red, which is just the what a lot of quarter defense call Meg. So we pretty much go to man, cover 0 over there. That free safety will run with him now across the field, and that corner will end up switching from palms on the motion, switch from palms to man everywhere he goes on that number 1 receiver. With the bootleg, I assume that my linebacker that side will suck up in the run. But if eventually if he seizes a boot, his job is to add on to the quarterback, to wrap to the quarterback. What we would do to that, I like to defend things initially as if they weren't unbalanced or tackling any of that stuff. So if this wasn't unbalanced, we play our combo technique on that tight end, or what we call a tight end and a wing. So both those guys vertical. The safety over top of them has them man-to-man. They're both key in the back. The wing first. The wing goes back across formation. The safety closer to the center goes back with him, and now the other safety converts his man-to-man coverage on the down tight end. Corner outside is man-to-man. Both our 5 techniques are staying outside pass rush. Another kind of our base rule against a tight end wing set, we call a wing stunt. We're always going to blitz that outside linebacker through that D gap or whatever gap between the tight end and the wing. We're always going to blitz. That's something we do. No matter what the down distance or formation is, we're always going to do that. On the other side, so we're going to walk both our linebackers up to head up on the guard there. And now that's not necessarily a twist. Now we're going to have that linebacker to my left, to the tight end wing side, cheat towards that nose guard, and we're going to try and get that inside linebacker coming free in that A gap as the other linebacker is going to occupy that guard. So a little different, similar. I know it looks similar on paper, but not necessarily a twist stunt. Just trying to make them slide the protection to my left and bring the extra guy to the right. What we're trying to do there. On the other side, we would play. So if this, we would play the corner man-to-man on the wing, because the way we think about it is if he steps on the line, he's a tight end, so he's my guy. If against a big unbalanced tackle over type team, we will always teach that in passing situations, which I know there's not a lot against you guys probably, but situation like this, we'd always teach him that if we're gonna play it safe. I mean, that guy might be eligible. He's probably not, but he could be. And if he is, we're not gonna get beat on that. So we're gonna have that linebacker cover down and make sure that tackle is not, you don't slip an eligible number on that guy. And then both are, so the linebacker to the left and then the end on the right would always, so we'll always have in a blitz like this, we're bringing 6 guys. Whoever's the outside most rusher always peels on the running back or anything coming back across like that. So that running back flares out. Our linebacker out there is, or our linebacker to the left and our defensive end to the right are peeling with him and run with him wherever he goes.
Well, we're going to live by the buck sweep and die by the buck sweep. 4th and 15 to end the game. It's a wing T staple, and it's what our offense is really based out of. It's what most of our plays are run off of. So that's what we're going to go with right here, and I like it. We showed the unbalanced look. He kind of hopped back into to his base defense, but we still got this strong safety over to that side. All right, so it looks like we kind of got him outflanked. All right, I'm sure he's going to adjust to that motion. There is motion. The strong side wing back is motioning to get the ball. All right. So what we got our basic buck sweep. All right. We got our wing back is going to block down on the 5. Weak side tackle is blocking down on the inside linebacker over the guard. Front side guards kicking out. Probably going to be that. I would imagine the edge setter, the overhang linebacker that's probably going to be setting the edge or force player, whatever you want to call it. All right. Our center's got to win the battle against the nose. Our backside guard is going to pull through the hole. All right. Our backside tackle is probably going to have to, depend if he's in a 5, I imagine we're going to have to go with just have him just block out and make sure he doesn't run it down, because I'm sure out there in Texas he's got some pretty athletic ends. So we're going to have to stay in there. Then our tight end is going to try to cut off safety, the cover 2 safety, if he's still in cover 2 in a 2 shell after that motion. Then the receiver is going to cut off the other safety. All right. So I mean, it's pretty simple. I mean, we're gonna live by the buck sweep and die by the buck sweep. I know it's 4th and 15, but I mean, or it's 15 to go, got to get it. But you know, I like this weak look against the unbalanced. I think it's a playmaker. So that's what we're gonna go with. See what happens. I appreciate you guys watching. Again, my name's Barry Brown. I'm on Twitter, BarringtonB16. You can contact me there. I'd love to get to know anybody. I'm trying to make as many connections as I can. I'm 23 years old. I'm trying to get my name out there. I'm excited about my future, and I'm really excited to get to know as many people as I can in this coaching game, and learn as much as I possibly can, and try to be the best coach, and mold the best young men. And I appreciate Coach Martin for playing along with me, and I really enjoyed, and I think I learned some stuff from him too. So I appreciate Coach Mallard too. So y'all give him all the support he can get. Appreciate it.
Thank you everybody for watching. Thanks, Coach Mallard and Coach Brown for doing this tonight. It's been fun. Hopefully next time I get a what I would call a normal Texas offense. But it was fun. Follow me on Twitter. I got a Coach J Martin 56 on Twitter. My email address is Joseph Martin at mansfieldisd.org. Got any questions or just want to chat? Feel free to reach out to me. But again, thanks a lot for having me.